I wonder, was MaxPax watching? Was he watching those last series? Was he watching those games? Does he know what's coming his way? I don't even think Future knows what's coming. And what he's going to be doing. But here we go. Spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Oceanborn, we have our Danish Protoss player, the blue Protoss representing Storm Gaming. It is MaxPax. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have the American Terran player, the red Terran representing Matcherino Esports. Ooh, just pulling off an upset and bringing down Australia. Can he do it again? Can he do the same? It is Future. Let's go. Let us go. And as we settle into this, if you're in the chat, predictions are open. Oh, as Future does hide in the natural base. MaxPax going for a standard scout, and he will miss the proxy. We're already popping off, so you have very little time to place your bets in the chat on who you think will make it to the semifinals. Will it be one player or the other? Will it be Future or MaxPax, the Terran or the Protoss, America or Europa? Up to you to decide. Best of luck. Best of luck in the chat as Rax is soon to finish. Probe does get into the main base. We scout, we confirm that the Rax is missing, but it could be anywhere. It could be further back in the main, it could be at the natural, could be at the third base. It is very common for Terran players to go for a fake proxy Rax, so it's on the Protoss to determine what exactly is going on. Predictions open. As the proxy is now done, a bunker's on the way. MaxPax has no idea. MaxPax is not scouted. He has no idea what's going on in the bunker. It looks like it will finish in between the gas geysers. Factory across the map. It is not a one base all in. We are transitioning out of this. But just a very aggressive start here at a Future does mean that you can reinforce quite quickly here into the natural base. And the Reaper is poised to go right into the main. Yeah, right into the main base. Zealot on the chase, on the hunt. Boys are being pulled. As long as we can micro well, we should be okay. We have to avoid that Zealot. We get one probe so far. Oh, can we get another? Oh, the surround. Oh, the surround is almost pulled off. We get a second probe. The Reaper will barely escape. I say that. The Stalker comes in from left field, and we shut down the first Reaper. But we have a second. We have a Marine at the natural. Reaper gets two probes, denies mining time. Bunker is up. Second Marine dips in. And the goal here is to delay mining for as long as possible. Because of this position, we can actually mine from these southern mineral patches. True. Rax under fire. Behind this, getting his way 1-1-1. Delaying the expansion, delaying the CC. Rax will float back home. As the SCV does take some damage. Probe gets a full scout. We're getting to Cyclone production. This looks like the beginning of a one base all in. I say that Future, okay, he's expanding. Thankfully, he is expanding. Oh! Nice juggling from Future. Repairing as best he can. Oof. Keeping this alive a little bit longer, but that is a kill on the bunker. We're going for the Stalker, but the shield battery is done. And we barely do keep it alive. And Marines are cleaned up. Back to mining. And we're following this up not just with two Cyclones, with a third and fourth Cyclone as well. We go. Getting into additional Cyclones. Oh, nice catch. We do shut down one of the Stalkers already. And MaxPax late to react. And, ooh, it will cost him another Stalker. Yeah, we catch both Stalkers. We keep both Cyclones alive. Very nice catch there from Future. And we're not done. We're still rallying. We're still rallying across the map. We have one Stalker in position. We're going for the pylon. And pylon is under fire. Future has to be careful. Oh, Stalker shot coming in. No. A little bit of miscontrol. We lifted the wrong Cyclone. But we're going for the Stalker. Going for the dive. The Stalker goes down. And we're still rallying across the map. And can Future preserve that Cyclone? We can. We're able to preserve it a little bit longer. Pylon will fall. We have a backup pylon now finishing. Oh. Does now finish. And we catch another Stalker. We're snowballing out of control again. MaxPax, he's bled out so much already. 4 Stalkers going down. Dropping into the main. Going for another pylon. MaxPax is in trouble. So far, microing well. Very nice kiting. Ooh, barely do juggle. Oh, barely preserving the Cyclone. The control out of Future. Calm down. Oh my god. Preserving those Cyclones, catching more Stalkers. And back at home, we're just building up and getting into Banshee production. Do we have an observer? We do not. No observer yet. Cloak is done. Banshee moving out towards the main base. Future does pull back. Again, the Cyclones are very low, so he has to repair. And following this up with Biotank off of 2 bases. He is racing back home. Blink is now done. MaxPax, how many gateways do we have? 3. Okay, 3 gate Blink. MaxPax is moving out, but this Banshee has so much potential for damage. As long as Future can survive, as long as he can hold back at home, he's going to be in a leading position. There we go. Banshee into the mineral line. MaxPax moving out. We have a tank of the natural, tank of the main. The Banshee! Ooh. Does cloak in time. And we have to target power as many probes as possible. We go for the prism. The prism goes down. The prism falls. Big tank shots going off. We shut down the Stalkers. The Stalkers get forced out. There is, thankfully, detection back at home, but we get 6 probe kills. And we still have another Banshee. We still have the Banshee. Future. He survives. He defends. And he attacks. Future is ahead. Future has an economic lead. Banshee can threaten the natural. Only the Immortal in position. Well, we have Blinks, so Future has to be very careful. As yeah, we're going for a surround. Banshee gets caught. MaxPax still maintains map control. We have a 3rd base, so MaxPax can recover. Can make 3 probes at a time. Future, meanwhile, still building up on 2 bases, going for a 4th and a 5th racks. No 3rd CC. No 3rd base out of Future. We could pull the boys. 100%. We can just send it, we can unsiege, move everything across the map, pull the boys, and go for a 2 base all in. Oh, the scout! The scan! Ooh. Does cost us a Cyclone, but we get the Observer. Observer goes down. It will make it that much more difficult for MaxPax to scout. He's going to read on whether or not it's an all-in. MaxPax playing it safe. He's got his first Colossus. He has a safety Immortal. 2nd Colossus in production. We catch a Stalker. And we are moving out. So far, we don't pull the boys yet. They're kept in the back line. But my eyes are on Future. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the moment. There's a salvage, moving everything across the map. We're halfway through. Okay, we don't pull the boys, but we are committed. Nice tank shots. Sorry, nice shots here with the Colossus. We swipe away at the Marines. We do swipe away. Future making his way in between the natural and the 3rd. We go for the dive. Overshot just in time. Keeps the Colossus alive. Mine shot's about to go off. Ooh, they take down the Stalkers. We depower the Robo. There's no 3rd Colossus. And these Colossus, they're so low. We dive on forward. We get a kill on 1. Just barely. But the other survives. Again, Future, he's so close. He's so close to killing MaxPax. Again, opted not to pull the boys. Charge is done. Diving on top of the army. Tank is able to siege up in time. We dodge the mine shots. Tank volleys on the Stalkers, but the tank falls. And Future, he's running out of steam. He's running out of momentum. MaxPax is holding. And Future was so committed with this. Again, like, we're basically all in. We are all in. And Future had to end the game with that. Alas, he barely did not. Now we're long distance mining. There's no 3rd CC. It's just now being thrown down. And now MaxPax, he's repowered the Robo, getting back into Colossus production. 4th base on the way. Future, he was so close, man. He was so close. And as we settle into this game, a big shout out to Sort of in the chat. Thank you so much for the raid. Hope you had a great stream. Hope you had a great ladder session, and hope you had a great time in the tournament today. We casted Sort of earlier, and I know it's quite late. It's like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. in the morning. Get some rest. And thank you so much for competing tonight. I know it's not easy staying up deep late into the night in EU, competing in ESL Americas, so thank you so much, and hope you had a great time. And I hope you're able to, again, glean from your matches. As for now, Future is moving out, but we have 3 Colossus to defend. We break through the Vikings, we break through the Bio. And MaxPax will shut this down completely. GG gets called. MaxPax takes game number 1. Well, that was a shaky game. Like, that was not a clean game out of MaxPax. That was very close. Oh, very up in the air there. Future almost taking that first game, but MaxPax did survive. And now MaxPax takes the lead. Does take lead. Part of me wishes that Future did pull the boys. Not gonna lie. Part of me wishes we did pull the boys with that all in, because if we had a buffer there for the Colossus, if we had a buffer to soak up those swipes, maybe we break through. Maybe we break the third base. That could have been enough. It's possible. Possible. Regardless, GG, well played. GG, well played. Getting into game 2. Should be on Amphion. Go, Amphion is coming up next. Oh. We are settling in. Looks like some of the upper matches have concluded. No shot. Are they not covering Solar versus Coffee? Guys, really? No shot. That's a bit odd. So, we're going to be joined by Steadfast and by Dave Tessa and by Pig. Literally every English caster just came down from the upper half of the bracket. It looks like they wrapped up with Trap versus Solar, and they're joining us, which is fine, but that means that no one is covering Solar versus Coffee that's about to begin. Like, really? That's a good series. Regardless, we're settling in and spawning in the top left-hand corner of Amphion. We have our Danish Protoss player, the Blue Protoss, representing Sidestorm Gaming, leading the series 1-0. It is MaxPax. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, sorry, bottom left-hand corner of Amphion, we have our American Terran player, the Red Terran, representing Matcherino Esports, going for another proxy. It is Future. Slash shout outs to @Sorto. There we go. Just putting a shout out in the chat. The ranks has been thrown down. Once again, Future opening up double gas and committing here to that proxy. Let's go. We have our racks being thrown down. Only the one SCV, and I imagine this should just be Reaper with the bunker behind the mineral line, but we have already seen Future go for a proxy 1-1-1 against Estrella, so I'm not ruling that out. There's still a possibility here to go for the factory. We'll keep an eye on Future. For now, there's the first Reaper, and we'll follow this SCV. Okay, it's going for the bunker. We are going for the bunker. MaxPax will keep his probe on the low ground, and we'll get eyes on the SCV. Okay, so no bunker here whatsoever. Just going to be the proxy Reaper as the SCV goes in for a scout. And we're okay. Meanwhile, across the map, MaxPax being as annoying as possible. Being as annoying as possible with that probe, tasing away at those SCVs. Does tase away, probe being forced back, Reaper in between the bases towards the main. Going for a follow-up scout and looking for a probe kill. Maybe even 2. Reaper, oh my god. Going in between the bases, in between the mineral line, sorry. Almost gets surrounded. Gotta be very careful here as, oh, we do not get the surround, and 1 probe goes down. We get 1 with deny mining time, but it looks like we won't get a second probe. And the Reaper is shut down. MaxPax does defend, second Reaper on the way, but it cannot meet up with the first. Future is floating back home, and Future is transitioning. We have our CC on the high ground. We are expanding. And CC into the 1-1-1. Reaper gets called out. One more shot. Ooh. And the Reaper falls as well. Brutal pick off for MaxPax. Catching both Reapers, moving out with Stalkers. If there was a CC on the low ground, it would be delayed. Thankfully, it's a CC on the high ground, so it's a little bit safer. Despite the map control that MaxPax has, there's a little bit less he can accomplish with it. Thankfully. Ooh. First mine shot gets baited. I'm loving the repositioning of these Widow Mines. And it is going to be a Stargate opener from MaxPax into Phoenix. Phoenix are on the way. Just nibbling away at the racks. Not going into Oracle. Behind this is just building up towards tank production. A Widow Mine, sorry, a medevac as well for a Widow Mine drop. Is being set up. And with this Widow Mine, with the Widow Mine drop, we're going to be scouting our opponent, checking the tech, and also potentially getting some damage done. Oh no, as the Phoenix is in position. We at least confirm the Stargate. Now we know we need Cyclones, Vikings, anti-air. Widow Mines are forced to burrow. And the medevac will get the hell out of there. Medevac will back off. At the same time, we do pick away at the tank. Tank survives. We have the repair. The Phoenix, they come in for the lift. Oh, the DPS is too high, and the tank will go down. Massive pick off. And not enough SCVs, not enough repair. And this is getting out of hand. This is very quickly getting out of hand. The Cyclone is about to spawn in. Thankfully, forcing back those Stalkers. Oof. And one Stalker goes down. Back at home, MaxPax is expanding, taking a third base. Continuing Phoenix production. Mine drop is coming back in. There's potential with the Widow Mines. As we're focusing across the map, the repair is not good enough. Viking does fall. Here comes that mine drop. So far, we react in time. What about the natural? Up! Oh, big connection. 5 probes fall. Very nice shot from Future. But we will hunt this down. Phoenix as they recall back home. They hunt down the Widow Mines and soon to be the medevac as well. But at least Future forces the recall and he's able to expand, able to stabilize here on 2 bases. Or attempt to stabilize. Like, Future has taken a lot of losses so far. He has taken a lot of losses. That mine shot at the natural is a way to work his way back up. The first step on the road to recovery. It's a long road. It's a... Oh. As Future's building up towards Stim, combat shields. Phoenix's maintain map control, containing Future. Is being contained. We focus down a couple of these SCVs. So SCV is going to be going down. Behind this, we're not following this up with Phoenix Colossus. It's going to be Phoenix and Charge instead. I do appreciate it. No Colossus needed. Not for the time being. As the Phoenixes catch another SCV. Gateway Explosion is on the way. We have 4 gateways done, 4 more in production, so 8 gates in total. Let's say 8, 10 gates in total. Oh my god, that's a lot of gateways. 10 gateways, couple of archives, Archon production, charge lots. Phoenixes catch even more SCVs. As Stim is not quite done. Remember, Stim was delayed in favor of the tech we had earlier. Mine drops into tanks, into our earlier aggression. We had delays. And with Stim, Future can now threaten those Phoenixes, but they've done enough. And all they have to do is just keep tabs on the army. Hello, boys. Where are we going? Across the map. As we pull the boys, it's all or nothing. We have a massive amount of Marines. The boys have been scouted. MaxPax knows. And back at home, shield batteries are on the way. We have sentries, we have Phoenixes. We have sentries, force fields, cannons, overcharge. We are setting up. MaxPax does spot this coming ahead of time. Force fields are thrown down. We do isolate those SCVs. A lot of workers go down. 11 SCVs already. Zella run by catching reinforcements. Tank goes down. Yeah, massive Zella counterattack. And catching the tank was huge. Now we collapse on the army. Phoenixes, they lift up every single tank. GG gets called as MaxPax shuts down the all-in, and MaxPax advances on to the semi-finals. GG. GG, well played. Congratulations here to MaxPax as he will advance on. My condolences to Future, but a shout out to Future as well because game one was so close. Like game one, Future, he was so close to bringing MaxPax down. It was a nail biter of a game. MaxPax barely survived. Here in game two, it was more one side. You know, MaxPax, he was a lot more in control of the entirety of this game. Game one was more shaky, and yeah, I mean, we made a series out of it. So GG, well played. Future taking down Estrella, and even fighting back against MaxPax is not an easy thing to do. So shout out to Future, and congratulations to MaxPax as he makes it to those semis. As we are getting ready here. And, oh, my apologies, I was unfamiliar, but it looks like we are soon to be getting ready for our next series. Quickly just double checking here. I was unfamiliar with Lancer. I thought that Lancer was an amateur player, but no, Lancer is actually Cyan. So Cyan versus Clem. That's gonna be a closer one. Okay. That is gonna be a solid series. Cyan versus Clem into MaxPax is coming up next on the channel. !B if you guys want to have a look at the back of yourselves.